he says, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, and I've heard their cry. Yeah. He says, and I've come down to deliver them. Watch this. He said, and I'm sending you. Now, this seems like a contradiction. It seems like a conundrum. It seems like an oxymoron. It appears to be two contradictions side by side. God says, I've heard the affliction of my people. Right? He says, I've seen their hard work. He says, and I've come down to deliver them, but I'm sending you. Okay, well, okay. Well, God, now, if I was Moses, and I'm not, but if I was Moses, my first question would be, well, God, if you are coming down to deliver them, why do you need me to go? Right. But I'm not Moses. So he did ask a question, but that wasn't his question. The question Moses had was, okay, I'll go, but when I go, they will ask me, who is this God that sent you, and what is his name? He says, he says, so tell me your name so that I can effectively communicate that to them. May I suggest that for the very first time in all of millennia, God now is faced with a task because he has to kind of figure out a name. A name for me. See, a name. Well, Moses, you see, it's kind of difficult because if I tell you that I'm bread, when you tell them that I'm bread, they won't understand when I tell you to tell them that I'm water. Okay, wait. If I tell you to tell them that I'm water, they won't understand when I tell you to tell them that I'm a bridge over troubled waters. Okay, wait. If I tell you to tell them that I can be a storm, they won't understand when I tell you to tell them that I can be a shelter in the time of storm. Moses, this is kind of complicated because they won't understand how I can be the maker, the master, the ruler, the super ruler, the creator, and the sustainer of all things. They won't be able to figure out how I can be in the beginning before the beginning ever began to begin. I'm God. They're not going to be able to figure out how in chemistry I can turn water into wine, how in physics I can defy the law of gravity, how according to the law of diminishing return I can feed 5,000 men plus women and children with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. They won't understand how archaeologists call me the rock of ages, zoologists call me the Lion of Judah, astrologers call me the bright and the morning star. They won't understand how the mechanics call me a wheel in the middle of a wheel. They're not going to be able to figure out how before there was a fraternity or a sorority I had pledged Alpha and Omega. He says I am God, and beside me there is no other. Tell them I am that I am. I am. Just tell them that I am. That I am.